Hey loves, it's Lindsay and it is day 17 of 30 of my 30-day journey to healthy living with Arbonne. I am so psyched to be here. I cannot believe it's day 17. I know I've been saying that the last few days, but I'm like, what? And it was so cool because I was talking to one of my clients who's also on the journey this month, and it is just so cool to connect with people and hear how they're feeling and hear what they're thinking. And I'm so excited I get to do this for a living. But anyways, I digress. Let's get right into it. So again, in this video, I'm just recapping what I ate for the day. So everything is clean. It is gluten-free, it is dairy-free, it is soy-free, it is cruelty-free, it is all of the frees. And then I also am very excited to share a little tidbit with you today, to just something that you could choose to do to bring just a little bit of health and wellness into your life in a very easy, simple way and not crazy, overwhelming way. So, excuse me while I take a sip out of one of my favorite coffee mugs. Shout out to Wyoming Community Coffee, one of my favorite coffee shops in town. All right, so to recap the day, of course, for those of you that have been following this journey, detox tea first thing in the morning, and then after that had green shots with mom. So my greens balance powder, scoop of that in 5 ounces of water, Kangen water of course, and then we throw in a Digestion Plus in there as well, blend it together and then chug it on down. Mom has beat me literally, this is like day 61 I think that we've been doing these in a row, and she's beat me like every day except for 2, and the one was questionable whether or not I won. So did that. Today, my neighbor, so this whole week we've been kind of trading back and forth shakes, which has been really cool. So today she made a shake for us, and she tried out this stuff. It is the PB2 powder, but this one happened to have some cocoa in it. So technically the PB powder is not 30-day friendly because it is peanut based. However, I felt totally cool with eating it. So, because it is also low glycemic, it's pretty good for you in moderation. So let me tell you guys, when I get off of 30 days straight up, this is going to be a shake that I make every single day because it tasted like a Reese peanut butter cup and it was absolutely phenomenal. So I had that shake this morning. And then let's see, of course, had my Fizz Skin Elixir Mind Health beverage. I also did have some green tea today just because it was so bone chilling cold today here in Cincinnati. So had some nice toasty green tea. And then for lunch, I met up with, I get my grandma and had lunch with her. So that was fabulous. And this is something that's great, guys. Again, I know I've mentioned this in a past video, but restaurants are so accommodating. Like once you take some time to understand what agrees and what doesn't agree with you, it becomes really easy to order off the menu and do so in a way that doesn't affect the restaurant's day-to-day business, right? Because you don't ever want to be like difficult about it, but at the same time, it's like you want to make sure that you're not compromising on your health either. So I had a beautiful egg white omelet. It had cremini mushrooms in it. It also had some salsa on top and everything was super fresh. I had a beautiful fresh juice. It was freshly squeezed with orange juice and turmeric and beet juice and ginger. That was the other thing that was in there, and that was great. So I enjoyed that. I had some gluten-free toast on the side and some fruit, so that was delicious. And then, gosh, for a snack, I had some celery and carrots. I was pretty full from lunch. I didn't drink as much water today as I normally do, but that is okay. Tomorrow is another day. And for dinner, I had an extra special treat. So a dear friend of mine came over and we cooked a meal, and you guys, it was like mind-blowing. So we made carbonara, gluten-free and dairy-free, and I don't even know how to post the recipe, so if it's something that you're interested in, let me know and I will get it for you because this was absolutely fabulous. It did have some pancetta in it as well, which on the 30-day journey, pork is not something that we are supposed to be consuming, but I had a little bit. It was absolutely delicious. So, and then I also made something from my childhood. So my heritage is Sicilian, and I have very fond memories of growing up and my dad making dandelion greens. And so I didn't do dandelion greens, I did spinach instead, but it's such a great, yummy recipe, so easy to make. You just take some olive oil, put it in a pan, chop up some garlic, let it brown a little, and then you just throw like a ton of spinach. Like when I say a ton of spinach, like a ton, like it should be heaping over the pan, right? Then you put a top on it, it reduces down, you put in some salt and pepper, stir it up, and it's just so good. So had that too, and that was wonderful. And then finishing off the evening with a delicious detox tea as usual. So let's get into the health and wellness tip of the day. So if this is your first time tuning into this video, what I like to share in each of these is just, I'm a big believer that if we make a little decisive change each day, those little changes turn up to like really, really big results, right? And I think sometimes we try to make a really sweeping change very quickly, and it just, like long-term, it is just not sustainable. So I've been giving these little tips and tricks, so feel free to pick one, two, or all of them. And if you've been tuning into these, I feel like you should probably have them memorized by now. So, and hopefully you're living them. So first, a little easy tip that you could do is try to drink half your body weight in water every day. Leave 12 hours between your last meal and first meal of the day. Move more, walk a little bit further, take a couple extra steps. Doesn't hurt anybody. Be in touch with your feelings, but know that we have to keep on moving. So if you're having a yucky day, you're having yucky feelings, yes, we need to acknowledge those. We need to be in that moment, but we also cannot stay there. We have to keep moving. Take a look at your poop every day. You're looking for 4 to 8 inches peanut butter consistency and sinking poops. And knowing that your poop is a sign of health is very important. Excuse me, guys. And then also, if you're having an unhealthy drink, say you're a big pop drinker, right? Or Monster Energy or Bang or Red Bull, any of those, try subbing out just one of those for a big glass of water, or maybe a healthier option like a nice cup of tea. Other thing, don't starve yourself. Not good. It is not good. Nourish your body with the right things and you will be amazed at what happens with your energy. Changing your actions, change your life. So again, that's all about just picking one of these things and starting to change your actions in little ways. It doesn't have to be a big all at one time thing. This one I love. This is from UnF Yourself by Gary John Bishop. Great book, but don't expect victory or defeat. Plan for victory and learn from defeat. So set yourself up for success from the beginning and plan for victory and learn from defeat. It's all good. It's all life. Be in the moment. You got this. Eat more foods without labels. And when I say that, that means fruits and veggies, people. Get organic when you can, but the fresher, the better. And then today's little thing, I talked about this today I did a post on Instagram and on my Facebook about this. So last night, I've gotten asked the question before, am I always like this? And the answer is, for the most part, yes, I am absolutely like this. I am super bubbly. I am the eternal optimist. I am an encourager. I am a celebrator. I am a big believer that what you put out there is what you attract. So I've been very blessed with being able to be open-hearted, and I'm very grateful for that blessing. But last night, I totally had a moment. I felt like I was horrible at everything. I had a moment with my kids. I was trying to do too much at one time. I got frustrated. I was like trying to do some content, and I got a big kick in the stomach, a big reality check, and I'm grateful for it now. But in the moment, I felt horrible. And I was talking to my mom. I was like on my way to go pick up my stepdaughter Ivy and chat with her and have a great evening with her. And I was crying, and I called my mom and I was like, I'm a horrible person. And I'm spending all this time trying to convince my mom that I'm a horrible person, a horrible mom. I'm failing at everything. What am I doing? All of these things, right? And she listened, which I'm grateful for. And she just said to me, perfection is not something that anyone has. And that that spoke to me, and I'm still holding on to it almost 24 hours later. But perfection is not something that anyone has. So when I'm in my logical brain, which I am right now, and not like the crazy, ugly, crying brain, I hear that and I think about how crazy it is and how much time and effort sometimes we spend in our lives chasing after something that nobody actually has. I think with social media, it's so easy to get caught up in the highlight reels. And, you know, perfection is not something that anyone has. And I am a very faithful person. I believe in God, and, you know, we were created in God's image, and God is perfect. So, I mean, in His eyes, we are absolutely who we need to be, what we need to be, where we need to be, when we need to be, all of those things. So, healthy living tip, this is more on the wellness side, I think, of things, is perfection is not something that anyone has. So find what works for you and go for it. And don't compare yourself. Just do you and know that you are wonderful. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Getting ready for the day 18 recap. We're almost to day 20. And tomorrow we're going to be starting up the body cleanse, 7-day body cleanse. So you guys have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you again so much for your support and for tuning in. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, check out my other videos, share with a friend if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Cheers.